Howdy folks, today we're going to be doing a pick and gut of the Mul-T Interactive. So you can see here it's an interactive by the key, which has this little interactive element. If we were to be able to see inside here, there's a little nipple that'll lift that up, makes the key harder to duplicate. Doesn't do much really in terms of any sort of pick resistance or anything like that, but it's all good. So as you can see here, there's little tapered spools in all cylinders of this one. Makes it an interesting pick, but the MTL party trick that makes these a lot of fun to pick is, you can see here there's an inner pin and an outer pin. So that inner pin moves freely and they're just like a T-pin. You can see that both the driver and the key pins both have a different outer and inner pin. They work together, and you'll see if you look closely at the dimples in this one, there's actually two lots, one for the inner pin, one for the outer pin. So what we're going to try and do, no guarantees of success, is set these outers first. That'll get us into a big deep false set and past all of the security pins. Once we got past those outers, we're just going to go and gently work those inner pins, and hopefully she should pop open. Let me put this one back together, get this one in the vise, and I'll be back up top and we'll have a look at what we can do. Alright, I definitely suggest getting a coffee for this one, because knowing me, now that I've got a camera in front of me, any practice that I've had or success that I've had will be null and void, and I will struggle. Seems these little spools, there's a bit of a two-stage pick to that gives me grief. To get the first stage happening here. Might have got it that time though. Couple of big clicks happening, which is promising. Oh, hello. We can tell from the key that this one here is the interactive pin, so it should be quite a high lift. Next one there is binding pretty hard. Some good counter rotation. I can feel the lips starting to slip. There we go. Not as deep a set as I thought I would have if I'm onto those inners, but oh, there we go. Something was slightly overset and we've got a big chunk of rotation there. So now it's just a matter of working our way up and down, tapping these inner pins until eventually somehow, some way, somewhere We'll find one that goes, I was the magic you were waiting on. Gonna be you? Just feeling our way around. There we go. We've got that one open now. The trick here is going to be gutting this now without losing my mind or letting anything fall out of the frame. Let's take that out of there. Get in nice and close here. First things first, this fun little jam, we've got to try and push this little fella down and get that undone. I'm excited to see inside of this because I'll be honest, I have not depinned this fella yet. This will be its first gut. Come on. Knowing me, this could be disastrous. Tell me that didn't just leave the frame. I think I only got it to there, which is still in the frame just. We'll soon find out. I may have to do all of this over again. I was going to use the key, but I don't think we need to. We'll just rotate it a nice amount. Let's bring this out quite a lot so that I don't have to worry about things falling out of frame. Alright, where's the top? There's the top. So we're going to get our follower through here. Where are the pins pointed? They're pointed that way, are they? Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want them falling everywhere. Where are my key pins? That's probably a nice good spot for them. Here goes nothing. Would you look at that? So let's, one at a time, without letting this fall out, get all of our little key pins out of here. I'm going to start with number 1 still in frame. Yeah, it is. So we've got the inners come out. Struggling with that outer, aren't I? Whoops. Ah, for God's sakes. Now I don't know which is which. Alright. There's two of our outers there. Got that one. Got that one there. I'm going to go out on a limb and say they're in the right order. Come on, you. So you can see here, I don't know if it'll focus, but we've got, you know, our little inner pin and our outer pin. They go together like so. And that's the magic of the MTL. Inner come on, outer. God's sakes. This is why gutting is a problem. Got that one there. And there's our inner for that one. And lucky last, one more inner and outer pair. Get them together like so. And over here in our little tray we've got pins 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now for the hard part. Somehow I've got to do this in a way where you're happy with what you can see here. So without further ado, I'm going to see if I can do this in such a way where we can both see, which is hard because you're kind of opposite me here. Alright, there's our first driver and spring. That's an interesting shaped spool. I haven't seen those before. I don't know if you can see that. It's a real taper to that spool. So we'll put that aside there. We'll get the spring out of that one so that it doesn't get damaged. There we go, we have a spring. That's our assembly for pin 1, if I could pick the goddamn pin up. See if we can get that here. Get it all back together. Glad I got this big pinning tray. There we go. So we've got the inner and outer pin there, which acts on the inner and outer pin of that little tapered spool. Little spring there, that's our pin stack for pin 1. Gee, that seems really long. Huh. That's a little torpedo by the looks, I just noticed that. This is a fiddly disassembly. Wow. Try and keep all these pin stacks as neat as we possibly can, so might as well, while we're at it, put... Ah! Don't you disappear on me, you bastard. Might as well put that one together while we're here. and then we can line them all up. We have all of our driver pins. Right, on to the next one of these, in such a way that you can clearly see it. You can see there, that is in the direction expected. Another one of those fancy little tapered spools. No wonder they give me so much grief. I didn't realise they were tapered like that. Get the spring out to save me any issues. There we go, we have a spring. It's going to be the longest gut of all time at this point, isn't it? Alright, we'll try and speed it up from here. So we've got pin number 3 on its way out there. See if we can get you focused in there. Oh, that one's tipped over, but you get the drift. Springs out of that one. Oh, no! Whew. I haven't learned my lesson, I still couch pick. This is a lap desk on my couch. Alright. Got another pin in there. Get that out. Come on, you big buff. You big buff head. Oh no, that was nearly an incident. Nearly an incident. It's got a couple of springs we want to knock out of there. There you have it, an empty Bible. Couple of assorted springs. Let's see if we can bring you down for a closer look at that. If we can get that to focus on those little pins. So you can see there, got our inners, got our outers. You can see if you look at the key, we've got those little interactive elements, which would be these ones right here, which is what gave it away. The first one's a very high lift. And there you have it. We have picked and gutted the MTL Interactive.